Coming up right now on the Channel 4 News at 6, breaking news, a child takes a two-story fall.
A frightening day for dental patients trying to find out if their dentist is infected with the AIDS virus.
Smash and grab robbers strike again, how cops are starting to strike back.
Centrust picking up the pieces after glass rains from the sky.
And a Channel 4 CCAM exclusive, Bonnie Anderson goes down under. We'll have a live report.
Plus, a big day in sports, a decision in the Baseball Expansion League delayed.
Channel 4 News at 6 starts right now.
Watch our teamwork, Channel 4 News.
From your 24-hour news source, this is Channel 4 News at 6 with Kelly Craig, Tom Randalls, meteorologist Brian Norcross, weather, Tony Segreto, sports, and the Channel 4 News team.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. A breaking story topping our newscast. A child has taken a two-story fall from a North Miami apartment building. Channel 4's Dave Bloom has just arrived on the scene on Northeast 3rd Court. Dave?
Well, Tom, we're at 183rd and 38th and Northeast 3rd Court, and it's pretty obvious to see what happened here at the Manor Court Apartments. From the 3rd story, from that apartment complex that you see there, the 4-year-old child was apparently
tugged from Aruba, sunk in 1986. Now, this is one of the most favorite dives here on the artificial reef program because of the tremendous growth of soft corals and sponges like this one. Let's take a look a little further up. There is also a wide variety of fish here. You can see some schoolie fish right behind me, an angelfish right over there, and there's a tremendous number of tropicals here. There are usually some large predators here, everything from barracuda to sharks. Now, right over here behind me is what's left of the wheelhouse. The tragedy here is that this wheelhouse was intact when the ship was sunk, yet even divers are being reckless by throwing their anchors down on top of this reef, this artificial reef. There are some captains like Captain Walt DiMartini, who's a dive captain, in fact, in the boat right above me. He is leading an effort to try to get divers and boaters to be safer, to take care, to come down and carefully tie onto the wreck rather than to use an anchor so as not to damage the fledgling life here.
Over the past 10 years, Broward and Dade counties have created more than 140 artificial reefs, old ships, airplanes, even concrete pilings. The aim? To make up for years of human reef damage and neglect.
Environmentally, what we're doing is we're creating a lot of little nooks and crannies for small fish to hide, for larger fish to come in and to lay their eggs.
Pretty soon you've got a whole community moved into a condominium on the bottom of the ocean. In 3 months, the top quality game fish will take up residency on this artificial reef.
But the program is not cheap. It costs an average of $30,000 to $45,000 to buy a ship, clean it so it's safe for sea life and divers, and then sink it. Where's the money come from?
No taxpayers' money goes to the artificial reef program. All of the public funds that are spent come from user fees, and that's from boat registration money or from taxes on saltwater fishing tackle.
Fines paid by people who have destroyed natural reefs help the program. So do fishing tournaments. The Pompano Beach Fishing Rodeo has donated $150,000 alone. In Broward, divers themselves save the program money by cleaning up the ships. The Ancient Mariner, a Coast Guard cutter, then restaurant, will be ready for sinking Sunday, thanks to volunteer help.
If we didn't have the artificial reefs, the natural reefs would be impacted much greater than they are already.
Yet the reef program's advocates say also make good economic sense.
A University of Florida study said that each artificial reef is worth to the local economy $122,000 a year. And considering that each reef is going to be out there for, well, the next 100 years or so, it's a tremendous amount of money back into the local marine and tourism economy.
In some cases, the cost is picked up by private citizens. This ship was purchased by Mr. Dale Scuddy, whose son Jay had died in an automobile accident. He purchased the ship, had it sunk, and it now lies right off of his beachfront property. A living, thriving memoriam to his son. Back to you in the studio.
All right, Bonnie, thanks for that live report, and thank the crew. Great job.
Will do. I have to tell you, we've been having a good time.
All right. Take care.
Sounding a lot like Darth Vader under there, wasn't she? From underseas to out of this world, coming up on the Channel 4 News at 6, a milestone event for the crew of the Starship Enterprise. We'll explain later at 6.
And next in sports, baseball is put on hold. And who's better, Michael or Magic? You'll get your chance to vote next as the Channel 4 News at 6 continues.